remembers what happened last time.
Brill got a gun.
Frill got a gun.
You should all be scared.
uh,
But why is
Important
that
reminder, Frill's a child.
mhm. Um, last week was when we had the priestesses over and whatnot, and healers to help with Pyrrha and hopefully deal with the ghost situation.
Technically, that was 2 weeks ago.
Was that 2 weeks ago? Okay.
Yeah.
Last week, technically, Frill and Derek went to the Pearl Hook. And other than that, not much really happened.
There was just chit-chatting, I feel like.
There was
yakking,
lots of
gabbing.
chit-chat and
It is a slice of life campaign after all.
some broken character sheets, but
Oh, yeah, that took up a lot. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Oh yeah, then Cole Laywin saved my life. Because Phil and I nearly died from frostbite.
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
nearly
Right.
died, but
You would have just lost some
lose.
toes. It's fine.
mechanically we just couldn't recover peril.
Yeah, Frill has 10 to 30 toes, depending on how many people are stuffed inside that suit.
I just watched Pyrrha go into her room and then come in my room just now through the window. We just heard a scramble of hooves on the roof a second ago, you know?
Santa's here.
Fiddle on the roof, more like hooves on the roof.
And then we did a 10-day time skip, I believe.
yeah, we did a
Yes.
10-day time skip, which we're going to discuss right now. As we can kind of maybe walk through everybody and talk about... Oh, Days, you need to change your reactive. We can kind of walk through everything that was getting done over our 10-day time skip as Pyrrha healed, and as we finally finished cleaning up the castle. There's plenty of new parts to explore, a brand new carpet on the second floor. But perhaps let's start with Frill. Frill, what have you been up to?
I wanted to explore the western side of the city. I think you said that after like 4 days of the 10 days, the snow stopped for a little bit.
Yeah.
For those first 4 days, probably just a lot of cleaning and helping with people redecorating and stuff. But then after that, definitely want to explore. You peep the Ostomer map real quick. Yeah, to the west, the west of the docks. That's where the guards kind of vanished off to, and I want to kind of explore that area of the city a little bit.
Sure, Last Harbor?
Maybe. I don't know. I went to the Ostomer map, and it's dark, and I can't see a lot.
Oh.
Is this a solo
I assume you were
exploration, or
using the one in the...
Yeah, the scene, not the... I can go to the journal.
Were you hoping for this to be a solo exploration, or were you bringing along your trust sidekick?
You're welcome to come along, Derek.
I'd like to join since I'm trying to help with this investigation, as folks call it.
Yeah, the last harbor area. See if I can maybe find like a guard outpost of some kind, maybe? Or like a barracks, maybe?
Sure. If you guys don't want to actually walk over there, on the map, we can just say that you are exploring. On this 5th day, we'll say, after the oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, this shit's locked?
It's a like a guard thing, but they can let you through. It is open during the day. It just was not open during the night.
I see.
The guards do let you through. In this area of Last Harbor, it most notably of all sticks out the giant lighthouse that's here. Very old, very tall lighthouse with this spinning blue light that shines pretty much, all the time to let sailors and things come in from to guide them into harbor.
Is that 28?
That would be 28.
Okay.
And you would find very quickly, just walking around near there, that it is a guard barrack, a place where the Western Watch hangs out.
Derek, I have a really crazy idea.
What's that? We turn the lighthouse off?
No, I made this thing. My brother Donnie used to call it a firebomb.
Oh,
Do you think if I threw it somewhere over here, I could get a bunch of those guards to come out of the barracks and then we could sneak in?
before we commit acts of terrorism, why don't we think about the end goal of this?
Yeah, getting into
So-
the barracks so that we could go into
Well,
Yorick's room and we could see what kind of documents he's got. Since he's blackmailing people.
okay. And don't stop.
Well,
Yeah,
hold on. You're an
Mrs. Miss
automaton right now. Hold on. Say that again.
Oh, sorry about that. Generally, people who blackmail other people don't write it down and be in their diary, being today I blackmailed Mrs. Mist.
Well,
Tomorrow
no, but
I'm gonna black.
you have to have something to blackmail with, though. A
Information.
perverse photo or
Photo?
shipping documents or
What's a photo? Yeah.
there's a bunch of
Oh,
photos in our house. What do you mean?
Oh fuck, there are photos in this universe.
Yeah, they're called paintings.
Reverse painting, yeah.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe there's a weird photo of the mists together or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. She didn't want to tell us what it was, so.
Yeah. What if there's a more peaceful solution that won't get us brutally murdered if it turns out wrong? I can make a distraction. I can start playing my lute while you patter inside.
Yeah, but see, that's giving yourself away. They then see you, and then if you return, then there's more suspicion on you.
Well, I could just say I'm a pro enforcement person. I want to play for the guards, appreciate their hard work.
Yeah, but they'll just remember that you sucked 4 days ago.
Rematch.
Yeah, they'll tell you just to meet them at the Pearl Hook or whatever.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know. I just feel like that's a very extreme option, Frail. It could end really badly. You could get you killed. You could get me killed.
I
Who
mean,
can help Miss?
it was just a suggestion. I mean, we don't have to do it.
I don't know.
I don't know what else I'm gonna do with this thing.
When did you get a firebomb?
I made it.
Oh shit. Okay. You're crafted.
They're
Little
pretty
jester.
easy. You just put some wax on the end of a bottle and make sure that it holds a flammable rag.
Well, are there any boxes around, cargo? Flammable looking items?
Oh, you just gave me a good idea though.
Just lining the streets.
What?
we could try and find like some people who are shipping things specifically to the barracks, and we can hide inside the boxes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then we can firebomb
Wow.
inside the barrack. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, I was thinking because this looks like a coastline area, so like, are there like docks and stuff?
For sure there are docks. Yeah, I mean, there's also like, I mean, this is a medieval city, so the streets and the gutters and stuff are lined with like empty crates and refuse and, broken shit.
Well, what if we make it look like, an accident? Like one of the crates just caught on fire, something spilled, like, and boom,
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, like with a firebomb. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was
I thought
the plan.
you meant like throwing it at a guard and then being like,
No,
well,
starting a fire that's like, gonna draw them all out.
yeah, I sort of like that idea. Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood. I'm a little. Sometimes I need people explaining things one or two times before I'm like, yeah.
I think the lighthouse would be too close to the barracks.
No, yeah, we should maybe like not on the other side of the city because then it wouldn't be these barracks. But also, can you ping on the map where the lighthouse is? There's so much dark on the map. Oh, okay. I can't see that. It's in the black for me.
Are you on this side of the wall?
I don't have a token in this scene, I don't think.
Oh.
There, okay, now I can see. Perfect.
Pop.
Maybe if we started a fire like up here around these docks, then they would go up this way. And then we can go whoosh.
I mean, we could try.
Yeah, we certainly try.
I'm a little worried that not everyone's gonna clear out. Maybe we should like ask if we can just have a tour.
Safety. Not
Say we're new
hurting
here?
people.
Although that does give away who we are.
It doesn't give it away. We could just pretend, We're
Derek,
curious about them.
I really appreciate that, but like, look at me. It's really hard to disguise this again.
Can you take your hood off?
Not in front of you.
But in front of them?
Not unless I want to die.
What?
Yeah, you never heard? In Ostermere, they outlawed ugly people.
Oh, shit.
That's why everybody wears such nice clothes here.
Damn, I guess I'm safe.
Yeah, I think they call it like borderline. I'm kidding. That was a joke. See, haha, funny.
Yeah. I see why you're the jester of the party. Shit.
Maybe we just like sit here and watch, and we like keep tabs on them. Keep an eye out for this
Yeah.
York guy and see where he goes.
Yeah, maybe we could trail him. Yeah, that's a better idea. I think the firebomb that's a good plan, B or C.
Yeah, let's
Or
just
if
hide.
they-
Let's just hide behind these little houses here, and we'll keep an eye out for this York guy.
Can we roll a stealth check? What is that called?
Yeah.
Hold still.
It's called
Stealth
stealth.
is called stealth.
Well, that's a critical
Go.
fail from you.
Yep.
Would you like to use your fortune?
With the critical failure, I think I would. Why is? Oh, can I not reroll?
Oh, you
a critical
cannot. You
failure?
cannot re-roll a crit fail. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Derek is just sitting there sneezing.
Yeah, as
constantly.
you guys are kind of, acting. Derek, the guards notice you, and they tell you to stop acting so sneaky. You got a problem,
Sorry.
mate.
So I'm trying to play hide and seek with my friend. I'm not very good at hide and seek. I'm sorry.
Hey, play your childish games elsewhere.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Brill's just like in a bush.
While you guys are creeping around, though, you do see that this, you don't see guard Captain Yorick, But you do see the other woman hanging around. Silent, her name is.
That was the woman from the Hook and Pearl, right?
From the Hook and
Mhm.
Pearl, yeah. They were both there.
Bro.
Yeah, the Pearl Hook.
Damn it.
You're screwing me up.
Don't worry. Frill the note taker.
Should we follow the other girl, or who I feel Ulrich?
I mean, I don't know. They just told us about the orc. Maybe we should go talk to the mists.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
gonna come out of this bush really quick so you look less suspicious.
Yeah, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Okay. Whatever that means. Yeah, let's go to the mists. Screw this. These guards aren't giving us anything. I don't want to follow
Yeah.
that lady. She scares me. She noticed me last time.
What happened when she noticed you?
I turned around because it looked like she told the guards at the gate that I was following them.
Oh shit, that's not good. I guess I'm not the only one who's bad at stealth.
Yeah, but I didn't look like me, so it was okay.
What'd you look like?
I got this big blue cloak, but apparently it stands out really heavily against the snow.
Yeah. Snow's generally light and not blue.
I should have got Bookish to come tonight.
We can push off of this scene
Oh, no,
until
it's
the
fine.
next episode. Okay.
Where is that again? Is
The
there,
Lavender
like,
Mist.
14, 15?
It is not officially marked, I don't think, but it is right above. Wait, where did I put it? Right next to. So it's right of 11.
Right above 11. This gate's locked. I'm gonna sneak through.
It's right of 11.
Okay, so
Oh my
here I
god,
see it.
they trapped us.
I just circled it in pink.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, sorry, you can't
Straight
see
lines.
it on this map, but you can see it on
I'm
the
getting
other map.
there.
I'm a
token
good
moves so
Samaritan
slow.
who's gonna follow.
I should
this,
label everything.
streets. Every single building has a label. I think it's so hard to fucking find anything.
Frill is free running across the rooftops. With my acrobatic skill.
Baston's frill.
Too fast, too
Frill.
frivolous.
Too fast, too frill.
It's over
Ooh,
here,
not
Derek.
gonna knock me. You know, it's
Derek,
above
Derek,
11.
wrong way. No, it's literally on the map. It's labeled.
Oh, fuck.
It says right here, Lavender Mist.
It said above 11. Oh, fuck. Oh,
Holy shit. There's more of Cole's characters in here.
who's cool?
Many of these are mine.
Oh.
Literally just the first one I saw was this one, who I'm pretty sure is Cole's.
I'm also... My token's dead again.
Good riddance.
I'm alive. Oh, just realized what you said.
It was a joke.
You guys enter into a pretty warm tea house. The air is full of quite fragrant, scented, floral, and, herbal teas. Delaney and Kalia do both recognize you as you come in. And with a smile and a nod, Delaney will come up to talk to you. Well, hello.
Hi.
Howdy.
You fancy a cup of
Yeah.
tea?
Do you have
Love
like
cup of tea.
any can I buy like some leaves to brew at home? We got a friend who's blind right
we
now.
sell them for sure.
She can't make it.
We sell boxes of tea, of the good tea, we sell boxes of it for silver, and that'll serve about 5 servings.
I'll buy actually 2 boxes if you don't mind. Let me make sure I have the money first. I do have money, so I'm gonna mark down 2 silver,
Do
and
you
I will
like
buy you.
florals? Do you like whites? Do you like black tea? Herbal? Chai?
What would you recommend for like helps with healing?
Maybe like an herbal
Like
and
soothing teas, you know?
Yeah, maybe a nice soothing chamomile for rest.
Yeah, I think Pyrrha would really like that.
Yeah, she pulls out a couple of boxes of nice tea for you.
Hampton 2 silver. We also had a few more questions about that thing we talked about with you in our house the other day. Is this an appropriate setting to ask them, or would you prefer somewhere more private?
Oh, I suppose maybe we could take a break. Kalia, would you mind watching the counter for me? And yeah, she watches the counter. And Delaney will take you upstairs, which I don't actually have prepared, but imagine that the upstairs is the actual like art gallery part of it.
I don't mean to be rude, but is that a cannon?
Oh yes.
Why don't you just use that on the guards when they come?
Oh, well, because that would be murder.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're just a little curious of kind of how to proceed. We've been trying to follow the guards around, but they're unfortunately more observant than we were hoping.
Yeah, they're slippery bastards.
Well, yes, their stories normally are pretty airtight.
We thought about maybe causing like a fire that would drown, like pull all of them out of the barracks so that we could enter into the barracks. But otherwise, we don't really have a good way to like get this information that your guys got.
Well, I would never suggest that you do anything illegal, but
I just maybe, do you know, is the other guard captain in on it? I don't remember her name.
oh, I'm
Lady.
not sure I've met her.
Should we like try and turn them against each other?
Perhaps you're talking about the captain of the West Watch.
I guess.
Oh,
York
That
is
makes a lot more sense.
there's 2 guards. One of them watches the west side of the city, the other watches the east side of the city.
Damn, Derek, we're really bad at this. We've
It's
been
been
watching
like
on the
that
west side this
for
whole time.
some time now.
yeah, that's damn. We're not, we're experts, but we're not professionals.
I suppose that is why
We're
he
a little new.
comes after me. I am on his side of the city.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I
Alright, well, we'll
she
try
kind
and
of
stake
she
out
pulls
the
you in
barracks on this
low.
side.
I could, inform you of his address.
Well, that would be super helpful. Because he's got to work,
How do
and
you know that
if we know that he's at the Pearl Hook, then we could just sneak into his house.
He does have a wife and 2 children.
That's fine. They're easily silenced.
On second thought,
What? I didn't say killed. I just said silenced.
God damn it, bro.
yes, and she writes down for you the address. They don't really have address, but it just says like, red door, 3rd from the left on Calloway Street or whatever. In the Blood Market. He lives in the Blood District. And I will mark it on the map when we go back there.
Awesome. This is gonna
Speaking
help a
of the
lot.
flood district with Phil's plan.
Shut up! I'm not gonna kill anyone.
Do be careful. I wouldn't attempt entering the building. I mean, just if you need to scope him out, you know. Unless you're... Are you that competent of thieves?
I
You
wake
think
up
you
in the
could do
morning and I
something?
piss excellence.
That's the right attitude.
So much.
Can you make for me a... What would this be? Like... I guess you, Frill, could use Guile.
I'll add in. I'll eat shits like him for breakfast.
Derek, you could use Charm, I suppose, if you want. To charm your way.
Back to back 30s. Let's go.
Charm. Okay, I have a +10 to charming. Okay.
Well, if you're gonna do this for me, well, I suppose I could make sure there's something in it for you.
We would really appreciate that, man.
What you're looking for would be paperwork. You can see she's kind of
I told
biting
you.
her word. It would be, yeah, paperwork. It would have my name on it.
Is this gonna be like imports, exports?
Deeds, books,
Yeah,
manuscripts.
something of a deed of paperwork. If you find it, I need you to just get it for me. I doubt he's smart enough to make backups.
All right, we can look for that. You think it would be in his home, in his office, or like at the guard post?
Who am I to say where he keeps his blackmail?
It's okay. We got a good idea now.
Yeah, we really appreciate you and your helpful inputs into this investigation, man.
Of course.
We're a lot closer to solving it now. We weren't even at the right barracks.
You would be doing me a great favor.
Of course. Well,
What do you think of the displays? And she shows off a couple of sets of armor and some vases and a couple of Joe Lenna's paintings that are on display up here now.
I think you have exquisite taste, man.
As you guys look over them, some of them have pretty exquisite price tags now.
Have you sold any yet?
One painting.
Nice.
Sometimes things are slow.
I mean, with
Fine
those price
art
tags,
is an investment. I'm more than sure a few of the pieces in your home are worth a good deal. You should have
Yeah, I
them
think-
appraised someday.
I think Ludwig really wants to sell like most of the things to pay for, giving us a house.
Right, well,
Would you know any appraisers in town who could do it?
I
you
can
know, like a little
certainly
surprise?
appraise.
I was gonna say, I thought that's what you did when you were there.
That's my job. I did appraise a few of the pieces in the home. But a full, assessment of the collection would require a full day of really walking around and inspecting the pieces and cataloging each of them.
Maybe we should talk to Mr. Luwu about that. He might like having more money in his pocket.
I also just remembered that the
Or you too.
the Grand Mistress or whatever her name was, she said that we have some blasphemous idols in our trophy room.
Oh, yes, she did say that. Yeah, that's interesting.
Would you want to buy blasphemous idols off of us?
Items with important historic, religious significance. Perhaps.
Yeah, some kind of like turtle god or frog god. I don't remember.
Ooh, I'm not really in the market for, dark arts, but I'm sure we might be able to perhaps take them off your hands if you.
Maybe just if anybody like asks you for that kind of thing, you send them our way.
All right. Are you sure
The
you want
one-stop
that
shop
kind
for
of
blasphemy.
clientele?
I mean,
Maybe
I'm
maybe
not
we should
scared.
talk to the crew about it first, though, before we
I
offer
might
up our
know
space.
one person.
maybe we could set up a meet and greet.
Certainly.
We'll see you in a couple days after we ideally get these documents. We can plan it then.
Until then, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Can't speak.
And thank you.
You got any like home remedies for stuffy nose?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my
Speaking of
goodness,
home
couldn't
remedies
hear
for
people
stuff,
for a
you know,
we need to make
Oh,
you your
Tuna.
own. You gotta set up your own reactive.
I'm sorry, what?
oh shit.
Tuna's like, what's a Discord reactor?
Well, I do not touch Discord unless it is Tuesday night. I do not. I have no idea what that is. Give me 20 seconds to pull up my laptop. I'm sorry.
While we do that, I'm gonna go blow my nose. Sorry.
I feel
No,
like
it's
I should
okay.
run a campaign just to make people be here for another night then.
I would play. JK, I can't play anymore.
Force my Discord usage up.
Alrighty. Over the last couple of days, what have Fira and I know what Fira's been up to in Canaan, but let's zoom back in on Canaan as he takes the upstairs bedroom for himself.
Well, his room layout is a bit unconventional, but he spent a good chunk of time like dragging furniture around in his room and gathering every single pillow and blanket that he possibly could to pile it on top of his bed, which is now at an angle in front of his fireplace in the middle of the room. And it's just kind of like any surface that could be sat on has something comfy on it. Is it a fire hazard? Is it? Maybe. But, you know, listen, Kanan's too busy vibing to worry about fire hazards or whatever, so, you know. Fire is warm, warm is good, bed near fire. It's a simple equation. I mean, like I said, we kind of already know, like, some of the stuff he's been doing. He was working on that little project. He's being a guide dog for Pyrrha whenever she needs it. Probably digging some holes in the yard. But then acting offended if anyone pointed out that was very dog-like behavior. I didn't have anything, like, super specific for him to get done during this time, I don't think.
And
Beyond what we
Pyrrha,
already
she's been setting up her own room too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she has. It's very definitely less cluttered than Kanan's. It is. I want to say she at least has this thing from going to school for alchemy. She has a very certain style that's everything is categorized and set up in a certain specific way. Like she'll know where it is. She did take the paints from the armory that were over there and brought them to her room so she could paint when she wanted to. Snappy is also upstairs now in her room. It's development.
Oh, I forgot to remove him from the first floor.
Do we
Oh my God.
know how did we get him up there? You know, we don't ask those kinds of questions. He did not kill anybody or hurt anyone.
He is big, isn't he?
He's so
Well,
big.
we
He's
did
so-
answer the question. We wrapped his mouth up.
Oh yeah, he got alligator mouth taped up. And yeah, she's
He
just
looked
been...
very feisty.
Oh,
Him was mad.
He's doing so much better.
But now
than
he's
when
got a
we
much
first
bigger
got him.
pot, so.
She's very happy to have him there. And I mean, she's just been resting. I don't think she's been pitter pattering more than just, going to get food when need be, resting for the few days. She has been uh, attempting to assist Kanan with that project, painting wise, and that's about it. Tending to the ladies as best she can. The chickens.
Oh yes,
Yes,
very important.
I had to specify. I was like, wait, no, the chickens.
Oh, I was like, the ladies. You're the only
Yeah,
one.
and then I was like,
Oh.
no, I know what that is, but let me just specify. The chickens. Um, well, yeah, that's about it. Also concerned about Kanan in the fire hazard room now.
Listen, it's fine. It's probably fine.
Man,
Very
that's
much.
so
You should
funny.
probably take your pillows and put them away from there. Don't catch fire.
No.
Ludwig really did pick an entire group of boys and then Kanan. And then Pura.
He's a good boy. It's different.
Just like a
Could
whole
Kanan
house
roll
full
a
of guys.
D100 every morning to see if he catches fire?
Shut
Like Chetney D100?
Shut up. I mean, at the end of the week, I guess we would give the thing that we've been working on to the person it was intended for. So I feel like probably one morning when we all go to breakfast, I feel like, do people have like seats they sit in every morning? Do we feel like the same chair, or is it just random?
Draco crawls into whatever chair he fell asleep closest to under the table. So,
Okay.
it's a gamble.
Derek generally sits at the left head of the table.
Would Frill sit in the same spot?
I think I've moved around every single time that I've
Okay.
moved here, but I
Okay.
do like this red seat that's closest to the fireplace.
He would probably just wait until everyone was seated and then plunk a very poorly wrapped box in front of Frill. Like, he tried his best and he probably thinks it looks pretty good.
What's this?
Listen, okay, I had an idea. Me and Pyrrha had an idea. We worked with Bastien and we made a thing for you, maybe to just be a temporary thing to maybe help because of what you've been looking for. And when you open it, it's a surprisingly gun-like looking wood carving, painted black. So maybe you can do juggling with it. You won't accidentally shoot anyone,
Whoa. I'll pick it up and kind of twirl it a little bit within my fingers and kind of do a little toss and catch.
Is it good? Tail wagging.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it definitely. Can I compare it to the one that I was given from Ludwig?
Make a scrutinize check.
Oh, that's bad.
I mean, it looks okay. You can tell that it wasn't. You can tell that it's based on a drawing and not based on the real thing. So it's in the shape of a gun. It looks pretty good. It's painted like a gun.
The shortcomings were because of Kanan's ability to draw a gun, not Bastian's ability to carve one. I will say that.
And don't forget your one part of the plan. There, the stick with the little flag on the end of it.
Oh yeah, it's there's like a hole drilled through it. He wasn't smart enough to figure out a spring situation yet, but he said, and then if you want, you can shove this through it, and then it's a little stick that says "boom" on a flag on the end.
Nice. Now we just gotta find a way to plop it out.
I think we can come up with something, but now you have two. You have two hands. You can juggle with them.
Yeah, and then one won't shoot people, but one can.
Yeah, and listen, maybe people will know which one is which, a little mystery.
Exactly. That's the whole point of this thing. I want to trick people but make them scared at the same time.
Exactly.
But also, I want to get really good at shooting with the gun so that way I can do like juggle tricks and then still shoot the target I want.
I think that is a great idea.
I think the throwing knives are like getting kind of old for the people in this town already.
You got a new performance, new energy.
Yeah, but I'm not very good with the gun yet. And the ammo's expensive.
I have heard that. I've heard the gun,
About a silver
yeah.
shot.
Oh, you could buy so many cards?
You
Or
people
other
really just
important
spend
things
money
like
on
food?
gambling, huh? Kanan,
No,
there's these places you can go where, you can bet money to earn more money.
His ears
They're
are
called
a little
casinos.
too perked forward.
Or gambling halls, yeah. Some people play dice, others, a more sophisticated bunch, play games like chess.
And then I could use that to buy more cards.
Typically it is, Shelley forbids the betting on of King's Cross games.
Oh no, I go to the casino, I get the money, then I come and I buy the cards.
Yes, you could. Gamble away your gambling earnings.
Connie and Donnie told me that writing that book was kind of like having their own casino.
Yes, it's like, it's like picking up chewing tobacco to quit smoking.
Kanan doesn't get it, and it's obvious he doesn't get it, but he is smiling and nodding.
So fucking immoral to be giving Kanan another thing to ADHD focus on.
He's deep in thought now. He's considering things. But he looks very pleased that Frill seems to like the gift.
I did have a question for you, Frillo. Well, what spurred this obsession with firearms, if I may inquire?
I'm not a very intimidating person, but if you give me an intimidating item, I become intimidating.
Ah, so you just wanted to, scare people, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you guys said that, like, being a pacifist meant, like, not hurting people at all, which I thought it was just not killing people. So I figured what better way to not hurt people than to just, like, scare them and threaten them,
That technically works into the definition of pacifism, but that's not the way my dad raised me.
Ludwig is eating his morning whatever he eats. He's always eating some, like, sweet treat or something for the morning and drinking his tea. And as he's eating, he says, "You guys gonna go to the Winter Festival?"
What?
Yeah, it's like, he pats his mouth. Yeah, like, whenever winter starts, typically a couple months later, they'll have a little festival. The winter moot, if you will. Many places up here have them. Pyrrha, I'm sure you've been to quite a few.
She's like, I need to go make some potions so I can sell these.
Yeah, and he pulls out a little flyer to show off to you guys. That promises, like, a tournament with jousting and melee combat. A carnival with tons of carnival games. Great feasts and banquets. This is, is sent. Why don't all of you make me folklore checks? Or not folklore. What is it called? Yeah, folklore.
Draco, you could bake some bread to sell at the carnival thing at my bopper. What's a doohingy?
Can
I don't know
someone
shit.
roll
Never mind.
for Cole?
Man, that was so close.
I have so much stuff to make. I gotta go make so much shit.
Frill and Pyrrha, you would know that typically these are, they're kind of done. Winter, most of the time, is known as a pretty scary thing, especially in the universe in which we live, where winter can last a really long time. And in order to encourage people to, continue to spend their money and continue to buy things and participate in the economy, a lot of the time places will do something like this, where they will host a winter carnival towards the beginning of the winter.
I don't know about this festival. It's kind of like a capitalist ploy to get people to spend their money when they really should be saving, and because the winter's so dangerous.
But the prize pool is a decent prize pool on that tournament. And on other competitions and things. The city offers a, hefty prize pool.
Bastien, do you want to enter the tournament?
I believe as a knight I'm somewhat required to.
Do you, Bastien's armor is a little ramshackle, right?
So a
this
little
point.
hand-me-down, little piecemeal.
It's a little piecemeal. Do you, if... I mean, I know you of all people would know this, but there is likely a ransom involved with any tournament.
Think the
Like someone's
renowned
kidnapped?
No,
reward.
typically when knights face off in a joust or in a melee tournament, the stakes on the joust is their armor. Or their horse's armor, or their horse. It is known as a ransom, as normally when you lose, you are able to go back to the person who you lost to and ransom back your goods from them. You pay them a sum and get your things back, if they're feeling nice. However, there are some suits of armor on the second floor. I mean, they might need oiling and taking care of, but...
I'll have to see to them.
You could certainly, ransom one of them just in case you lose. Or ransom your armor you're wearing, I don't... The prize pool, and he pulls it up and looks at... The prize pool for the jousting is 100 gold pieces.
Oh. That is so much. Could buy so many cards.
We could buy so many.
And for the melee, it is the same. So it is a 200 gold total for the tournament.
And I can enter both.
You can enter both. You would probably be pretty fucking sore. And yeah. Because in order to actually win a jousting tournament, you have to joust a few times over the course of a few different days. And in order to win a melee, you fight a few melee battles over the course of a few different days. For, points. And then at the end,
Worth the effort.
if you continue to win, the joust day by day, you continue to carry on,
Worth a try.
Yeah, anyway, that's just how the basics of how medieval tournament works. But yes, there will be a tournament. There's also numerous other items like a baking competition. There's carnival activities.
Kira, maybe Draco and I can help you with some baking since you're a little incapacitated at the moment. Like, do a 3-person baking team. If that's the thing. I'm a bopper. What's to do here?
That'd be fun.
If you're up for it, of course. I don't know.
Gonna be pretty busy though. She's thinking of all of the potions and such that she's getting ready to make. Ludwig, how much time till?
It looks like it starts in. We're gonna say, hang on, I'm trying to mark it on the calendar. Shit, did I just move us forward like a month?
What about like a potion cake where he makes a potion into the cake and bake it? So when you eat the cake, you take the effects of the potion. Like a heal cake.
It's an idea. That is a good idea.
Now, would the people who buy the cake, do they know that it's got the potion in it, or is it like a surprise? Like, haha.
I mean, it's
No,
If
you're
it's a good potion,
hallucinating.
yes. If it's a bad potion, no.
Oh.
She laughs at that.
For example, like a blondie cake.
A cake that
After
makes
what
you
she
blind.
said,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you guys
Or
know
we
how
can
to
make,
open your calendar?
On my phone, I do.
It's in journal notes on the left, right?
It is.
Or is there a
Okay,
different
so you hit
calendar?
J then. Timeline?
In order to get to it, yeah, so if you are on the left-hand side, there's the little icon that looks like a little flag. It's called Journal Notes.
Okay.
I should add like a keybind for that or something.
There, okay, I see simple calendar.
In there, so it starts. Okay, so let's move forward towards the end of our time skip because we need to do 5 more days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It starts in 10 days. Because it'll open on that full moon on the 13th of September. And then it will close 8 days later on the Saturday.
I see what you're doing with Friday the 13th. Come on, we see through this trick. I've read the stories.
Oh, that's so funny that there's a Friday the 13th. I did not do that. And on a full moon? No way. That's fucking crazy.
Crazy.
Let me tell you.
I
the
promise
legend.
I didn't plan that. I'm seeing that right now just as you are. Holy shit.
Let me tell you the legend of Basin Voorhees.
The lore. The lore.
We've all read that play.
Anyway, yeah, that'll
Yeah.
start on the 13th. So you've got plenty of time to prepare, and it'll go all week. The tournament will go all week. And by the next session, I'll have a full list of stuff prepared that you can get ready for. But for now, I'm just prefacing it with you that there will be a winter festival coming up.
Ooh.
I've got to get lots of good ingredients.
I can look in the woods for you.
Is it still really bad outside?
So we're gonna say it's towards the end of the 10 days, and after that winter storm that raged lasted for about 5 days straight, and it ended about 5 days ago. So there's been about 5 days or so of it still snows, but it's not like a storm.
She's like, you see her relent, knowing that it's not as bad outside.
And you can see now, right?
And at the end, you can see again, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But before then, I believe there was still maybe a couple of other things. Lywind, I know you're not here, but what has Lywind been up to? We can't hear you, Cole, if you're talking.
I see him lighting up. I don't see any. I don't hear anything.
Yeah,
though.
I see him lighting up, but I don't see anything.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Okay, that worked. So I may or may not have heard anything in the last like half an hour.
I said, what has Lywind been up to during the time skip?
I
Setting up
thought
their
we went
room?
over. Yeah, I thought we went over that last week. I think I was the only one that like fully finished my plans. Over the 10 days, I'd be working on the room, working on the upstairs, and then going to my mom's every day to go learn a spell and go to work because I haven't been going to work. And maybe during that time, I can find any information from random people that come to buy books or rent out books for our fabulous Frill. And
So you've been working your job, oh?
yes,
Okay. Then for the 10 days or so that you've been working it, I'll say you can get, how much do you gain? Like 54 pennies a day or something?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's something in the realm of like 50 pennies a day. So a couple of silver a day. That you apparently earn just from being a librarian.
Oh. And then I really didn't have a lot that I was going to do. Oh, and then also at night, make sure the ghost isn't back.
Yeah, you like patrolling the halls at night?
Yes, just for like an hour or so when it's like dark.
You make 44 brass pennies a day.
Yay. I'm rich.
Which is damn near 2 silver a day. Well, that's more than 2 silver a day. Right?
Crazy.
The rest of you should get some fucking jobs.
No kidding.
Crazy. It's like that's what Sebastian's doing. He's just doing a job to get paid.
But Sebastian's not getting paid.
I mean,
Not until the property sells.
The property goes to us.
Yeah, that was your form of the payment. Sebastian's like, I'll take my cut as payment.
Has he worked
Wild.
that out with Ludwig?
I believe we talked about that during one of the sessions one time when it was that Sebastian would be paid out of whatever it is Ludwig got
Oh,
paid
right.
for whenever he-
They're
The
gonna
trophy
do
room.
it in appraisal.
Yep.
Yeah, they were waiting for for Merton Scravel, who actually, I guess we could do that. Merton Scravel could come appraise your house if you want, now that it's done.
oh man.
Let's go.
But yeah, once it's appraised for a value, then Bastien, I believe, the thought was that you wanted to be paid out 1/8 of it.
Whatever it was divided amongst the peoples here, yes.
Which they're probably not going to
'Cause they're
sell
getting-
their house. So.
Yeah, they're keeping their portion of the house. Or manor. Or castle.
It's
So
a
he'd be
manor.
paid from what we sell, probably, in it, right?
Yeah, so then at which point Ludwig is probably going to say, okay, kiddos, it's up to you to either sell a bunch of shit from inside your house or come up with the X amount of gold to pay off Bastien, because, you know, 1 out of 7, it's not terrible odds, you know? I got 6 of you, but, you know, we're hoping to get Bastien to stick anyway.
Listen, it's gonna take time.
We'll get
But
it.
for now, I
We'll
mean,
get it.
Bastien, you can be paid a sum, I guess, if you really need money. You need some walking around money.
Walking around money. I'm a hedge knight. I have to get
Yeah,
armor.
yeah,
I have to
yeah.
get a horse. I have to I got shit
for
to
your,
do.
For your payment for being here, yeah. At some point, Ludwig hooks you up, and I'll put some money in your pocket. There you go. Look, there's some
Wait,
money
did
in
we-
your pocket.
Did we give him the 8 gold that we all split?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Ludwig will give you some money at some point, just as a little bit of walking around money to get some stuff done if you need anything.
I get an allowance.
No. Bastien gets an allowance because he's gonna leave.
Oh,
We got
Draco
some-
like slides back under the table.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna leave or do you want to live here?
Is that a Draco question?
Good answer. Yeah.
Oh, me? Wait, what?
Anyway,
Do I know what in the realm, not necessarily the greatest armor, but what armor might cost, or what it might cost to repair / ready armor that's here?
yeah, so where you is, boy? Let me look at your sheet. Always hanging out in that damn tower. It's finished.
Gotta admire your work.
You in that damn tower. Okay, so you wear leather armor,
Currently, yes.
which is worth, around 20 gold. This has been your piece of armor that you've kept around for a while. You invested in it at one point in your life. In order to get, it would be plate.
Also, I don't know what armor is upstairs / on display.
So a full set of plate mail costs about 10 times that, about 170 gold.
Sounds about right. This is why he would need to be paid out of the house.
Mm-hmm. A munitions plate, which is essentially just like a breastplate that you would wear, that's about 85 gold.
Good to know.
Upstairs in the among the working sets of armor, because many of the sets of armor that are up here are decorative. It's over. I can show you where it is. Yeah, if you go upstairs.
I'm just taking my sweet time. Why does the second floor not have the keep revealed stuff that you've seen?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll try and fix it. I don't know.
No, it just looks weird. It's not a problem. Just I'm like, oh no, shit's happening.
Okay. So yeah, among the actually working sets of armor in here are there is a set of full plate mail in here that you reckon if you spent some time just honing and strapping together, you know, would you're large, right?
Yes.
So
stretch it out
in
a little
order to
bit.
have it be taken in, you reckon you'd probably have to pay somebody, you know, maybe 3-4 gold.
Worth the effort.
And you could have this piece of, you know, armor sized up for you. Let me triple check that, but I'm pretty sure it's something around there.
Also, in the tradition of knighthood, a stone carver's view of a knight. I need a sword and shield. Is that in here?
Yeah, for sure there is a sword and a shield in here. Would you like a metal shield or a wooden shield?
Let's go with a metal shield.
There was a metal shield in one of those boxes, which is why
I'm afraid to touch the boxes.
I'm saying it. There is no boxes anymore. I got rid of
There's
them.
crates.
Yeah, but they don't actually do anything.
Okay.
You'll be fine. Dang, I actually don't see anything in the book about how much it costs to take in armor. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's 5 gold.
Got it. I will plan for that.
And then, you know, a couple silver to get your sword sharpened. But let's see here. You're gonna wanna adjust the weight of things.
I'm gonna have to shift some things around, yeah.
And is his mortuary sword not good? Would you want a better sword than that? A mortuary
If there
sword
is one, it's not necessary.
There actually was a sword hanging around here that was very special. Why don't you make me a scrutinize check?
Ooh, 19.
You realize that one of these has the Maker's Mark feature, which means that it is a very, very good weapon.
We will grab that.
Hang on, let me put the item on it. I just put it on your existing mortuary sword. Unless you intended to sell that one. Here, let me put another one.
What's Maker's Mark?
Hang on.
Also, I am
can't
confused.
even
If I am
show.
carrying exactly 10 weight worth of things, why is my encumbrance 11?
I don't know. You can just here.
I think we aren't bothering with the encumbrance.
We're not
'cause it's
really
so
bothering with
wonky.
encumbrance because it's
Gotcha.
wonky. Why won't it show? If you click on your mortuary sword, it'll
Yes.
show that it has Maker's Mark, and you can read what it says.
When I click it, nothing happens.
Right click.
Ah, you're a genius.
I gotta remember that Cole can see my character sheet if I open it. All my secrets.
All your secrets.
Oh, +5 base chance to hit. Beautiful.
Yeah, you pick up this sword and you begin to swing it through the air, and it's you can tell that it is very, very well made. Quality elven steel, the likes of which you've probably only had the chance to hold a couple of times. Like it's very, very nice. It's old too. It's probably older than you.
More than likely. We just throw out a test swing.
How old is Bastien? Bastien's a human, so everything around him is older than him.
Good to know. All right. Much easier to hit with this thing.
Yeah? That's a fancy sword. Don't lose it in a fight.
In a weirdly replace what you took kind of way, he's going to set his own leather armor in place of the plate mail and his own shield in place of the shield he took, and then his fire hardened spear in place of the sword, or replace his mortuary sword with this one, and weirdly just kind of mumble to the nobody. Thank you.
Yeah, as you're going over this set of armor, you can see that with your 19 scrutinize check, your pretty good scrutinize check, you can see that, this actually has the Von Caro House logo on it. Just emblazoned just on the chest. You could pay to get it removed, though, or repainted into something else. Your own house sigil could go on here.
To start, I think he's going to leave it on there because he's essentially taking it out on loan until the house stuff gets paid, and the victory, should he win, needs to be assigned or ascribed to somebody. There's got to be someone to carry that victory title. Might as well go to the manor.
Yeah, you could paint your shield as well. The shield is unpainted.
That he might do.
But it is custom for, knights to paint their shield with whatever sigil there is, especially hedge knights. If they have, most hedge knights are real flamboyant about their shield with their sigil. They'll be like, it's a pale green tree with a guy leaning against it beneath a full moon, and there's a dragon, and it's all on a turquoise
houses
field.
that nobody ever actually remembers or hears about. I think he's going to paint simply a large, it'll be very simple, kind of a white background, a big black hammer, more like a mallet, striking a stone block.
Oh, that's lovely.
I think even in the painting of it, adding a bit more belief to what he's doing. Knights can be more than killers. We can be builders.
Oh yeah, the plate mail and stuff was all actually over here.
Gotcha.
There's your shield. If you wanted to try and make a roll yourself to take in this armor, you might be able to save yourself some money.
What would it be? Are we looking at a tradecraft roll here?
It would be a tradecraft roll. Yeah.
Is there the tools to stretch the armor here?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll give it a shot.
A tradecraft. Yeah, you should be able to just click yours. Yours is automatically set to don't flip. This time I do need you to set it to flip to fail.
Got it. We're gonna try. We're gonna re-roll it.
You got this.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll say just for the sake of the role play, this takes you a couple days. You spend a couple evenings
Totally
up here.
reasonable.
You take out the armor one day and size it up on yourself. You take out the pant or the leggings. Find a nice set of greaves and fit them to your hand and hammer it just right so it fits your you can clench your sword.
What everybody else in the manor is witnessing is that you've got like house dad who can't not be doing a project. The tower's finished, so he goes up and is now repairing armor.
Yeah, you would all probably see that forge ablazing,
Oh my god, Tony Stark.
Up on the there's this beautiful forge essentially set out on the balcony here, where you can sit and hammer away. It's a rather small forge, but it works.
He has no one to do this stuff for him, so he's got to do it himself.
Does anyone visit Bastian while he's hammering away at his armor?
How long does this take? Is this in our 10 days? Or...
This is in our 10 days, yeah.
Okay, then the Pure can't. She's still resting.
Yeah, she's still resting.
And Kanan is being a seeing eye dog. He would be attracted to the sound, but if anything, he'd probably just ask at dinner what he's doing.
Kanan, you could literally watch from your window.
Could I?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right there.
Yeah, your
Then
window's
you hear
right
from
there.
then you probably at least once see a very cocooned Kanan wrapped in too many blankets, yelling at you, not like angrily, of course, because it's Kanan, but being like, what are you doing?
I'm repairing armor.
Ooh. Did you find that in the house?
Yes, actually, it was over here with a bunch of the other antiques, I think.
Is it hard to do that?
Bastien has like a mallet and has the armor like on the anvil. He is sweating profusely. His hair is undone. He's like in a sweaty, greased up, slightly charred shirt. Yes, it's actually a little difficult. Just a little.
I mean, I can help if you need help.
No, it's fine. I will manage.
Okay, good, because I really have no idea what you're even doing, so... Do you want a glass of water?
I can leave you to your work. I can fetch my own water if I need it.
Okay, be careful. He disappears into his room again.
You say that, and you hear the hammer striking the armor one more time, and then a loud "fuck" as he smashes his own thumb.
Oh no. I'm a curse! Oh no! I have cursed Bastien today. And he's upset with himself.
Alrighty. Well, if there's nothing else, then we can finish up our time skip.
I would like to retcon that Derek is in the bushes watching Bastien do his armor with a paintbrush.
He's painting Bastien.
Yeah, sweaty and shirtless.
Derek's out here with the creep behavior. Oh my.
I had a great joke lined up for the Motley.
Make me a tradecraft roll then, Derek.
Oh shit! My game just froze. Okay, there we go. Tradecraft.
Oh yeah, do Derek and Frill head to the Motley for a night?
Yes, they do. Wait, why did I not
Do their
spell
Motley
today?
performance and then their
Yeah, I've got a great
All the
joke
times.
lined up.
Damn, you go a little overboard. Like, you start to paint this and you're like, do human beings have this many abs? Man, I put like 10.
Jesus.
We might have to stop at the business before we go, so I can give them a piece of art to sell.
Amazing.
Yeah, you
If
you
you
got
failed
that
really
shit
bad,
right.
if you
Don't forget
failed,
about the
it
V
would.
line.
Oh, listen. Can't forget about the V. If he failed, it would have looked like Captain America's by Rob Liefeld. So we can all be glad that he rolled
You
a
know how to
3.
draw feet. Just calm down, y'all. But yes, we will be stopping by the mist, so I can tell Bastien will not know about this.
So he,
Until he
he goes to
finds a
repair someone's
painting.
house one day, and there's just a painting of him on the wall.
Did you want to role play anything at the Motley, or did you want to just go and get paid for it and say that that was your job?
It's up to you. I have a great joke lined up, but
All right, let's hear a couple of. All right, so we cut
One
to
joke. Whoa,
we
one
no
joke.
we cut to Frill's stand-up special. Homeboy told you better have more than one joke.
what if I got one that will knock him dead?
The set's got to be 15 minutes, kid. Come on.
Whoa, this is nothing like the mothership. The set's only a minute.
Is that how it works? I don't know anything about Joe.
That's how
Rogan's The
That's how
Mothership.
Kill Tony works. Kill Tony is like they draw from the hat and everybody gets 1 minute.
Come on, kid. You got 1 minute. You got to tell a couple jokes.
All right. Well, this one's kind of long. A horse walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Why the long face? Or what, are you depressed?" And the horse says, "I don't think I am." And the horse vanishes. Now, this is a joke about Descartes' "I think, therefore I am," but I couldn't tell you that before because that would be putting the Descartes before the horse.
Is a room full of fucking medieval peasants gonna get that one? Roll me a tradecraft roll. You have tradecraft, right?
No, that's a flip to fail.
No. Okay.
It's okay. I would have succeeded no matter what. Because the joke was so damn good.
Yeah, it lands. There's a couple of people who scratch their head. They're like, "Cart the horse." That's funny. That's funny. It's a real thinker joke.
I've got a joke. You
All
don't
right,
really
kid.
Derek
You're
will
up
let
next.
tell
You're up
jokes.
next, kiddo. You're up next. Come on.
So, a mathematician walks into a bar and says, "I'll have one beer." A few seconds later, another mathematician walks into a bar and says, "I'll have half a beer." And this bartender looking, he's like, third mathematician walks into a bar and says, "I'll have a quarter of a beer." He's like, looking. It's like, ask the fourth one when they say have an eighth bar. "What's going on?" They go, "Two's our limit."
I'm reacting like Kanan would, where he does not get it because I'm also
Yeah.
done.
I don't think Frill gets that one.
Hero would've got it.
Faye gets it. Frill definitely doesn't.
Yeah,
That was a terrible joke.
yeah. Roll me your tradecraft roll then.
That was a terrible joke, Aaron.
That was one of my father's jokes.
Let's see if people at least think your joke is funny.
Are you rolling that?
Damn. Oh my
Bro
god.
used his
Whoa!
fortune. Yeah, the crowd
You
does
used your fortune and
not
you were
get
less
that
money?
one.
Insert cricket sounds.
Yeah, all right, kid. Maybe get some better material next time, okay? Better luck next week, and he pays you both a silver.
I was hoping someone had a
Oh.
cricket sound.
Kara would have got it. She would have laughed.
She's part of the 4% in the room that laughed.
The 4% who could
She
do
would be.
addition. Like, addition.
I've had Aaron muted this whole time, and I've been so confused about why there were these random silences.
That's funny.
And then I heard someone say, Aaron, that was a bad joke, and it finally clicked. I was like, wait, I haven't heard Aaron this whole time.
Yeah, you missed a really bad joke about math.
Don't worry, he texted it to me. He could never let it die.
Nice.
Oh my god.
What a good girlfriend.
You said we got 1 silver.
You got 1 silver each, yep, for that
Wait.
performance.
So, Tuna, did you hear that he painted a picture of Bastion with 10 abs?
I did hear about that. I didn't realize it was him painting it. I was like, I just got off a 12-hour shift and I'm sick. I was confused and I just thought I was stupid.
Bro, everyone's sick.
And
You should hear the big inhale I have to take every time I talk,
Nice.
just to not cough.
Alrighty, would you, so that pretty much, so, and then the next night you were gonna perform at, where? Wasn't there another place that you said that you guys had gotten a job doing a performance at? Can't remember where it was.
Ooh, I don't know if I wrote that one down.
And they never returned.
It's okay. We've got other bigger fish to fry, like the guard captain.
Yeah, you can also always busk for money.
Damn, I didn't write it down. I only wrote down Marcus Glen, which that's for the Glen Forge.
I could do a little busking. I could use a little good luck after that little joke I told.
Damn, as a jester, you earn 2 brass pennies a day. Those are
Damn.
terrible wages.
Yeah.
I knew I
I'm
should
not.
have majored in art.
It's because I'm not part of like an actual lord, so I don't have like any of the benefits.
Yeah. Is there a musician?
Being the jester of the people, specifically the jester of the lowborn, doesn't pay very well.
Yeah.
Is there like a homeless shelter in this city?
Oh, for sure, there's a soup kitchen. For sure.
Brill's gonna spend some time volunteering there.
Oh, yeah? So, I would say that the soup kitchen is most likely run by the church.
Brill will bite their tongue the whole time, but it's fine.
You go work with, like, the Reverend Mother.
Anything to help the lowborns and put a smile on their face.
Okay,
But Frill will
so
turn
here's
down
what I'll
any
say.
potential
At a
financial
soup
compensation.
kitchen, they kind of like, they make you wear an apron, and they're like, kind of very weirded out by the fact that you won't take off your jester outfit.
I just don't want to get any hair in the food. I
Well,
don't think
we
that's
have,
too big of
you
an
know,
ask.
cloth face masks and...
Yeah, I got a lot of hair. Trust me, it
Like
can't
double,
be
triple
contained.
entendre in that, like, or meaning.
Like literally, it's like poofed up into these pieces of my hat. So if I take it off, then I'll have this weird like Jack-looking haircut. You know what a Jack is? Like for Jacks.
All right.
It's kind of all
Yeah,
over the place.
this does not. You are not getting paid to do this.
That's good. That's good. Just helping out.
Yeah. Okay. But you can volunteer at the soup kitchen, and they pay you in favor and notoriety. Like they know who you are now. If you come and do it a couple times, they recognize you, and they probably give you free food at least.
I'll take it to go because I don't eat in front of people.
Yeah, you can always get a serving of food here.
And then one night while I'm out, I want to swing by Yorick's house and just see if I can peek around. See, make note of all the doors and all the windows.
Yeah, sure. I don't have a map for it, but
That's fine.
It's a 2-story building. It's pretty nice. It's Tudor style. Most of the windows are on the second floor like that, but yeah, it's actually a rather nice house. There's a like a large front section with a balcony. That it's like a small balcony, but nice enough that you could like open doors into what you would assume is like the master bedroom on the second floor, and it would be nice open air.
Does the balcony look like it would support my weight and the grappling hook?
Oh yeah.
Frick yeah.
There's also a front and a back door.
As there should be. Thank you for the pity laugh, Tanny.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cozy between two other houses, so it's not like there's like that much room to go, but there's for sure a long like alleyway next to one of them that you could hide out in or something.
All right. Have I ever heard of a potion of invisibility before?
No, but you can make me a scrutinize check as you're checking this place out.
Well, son of a bitch, I'm gonna re-roll that. Better.
Yeah, you definitely see that the front door is probably locked up a lot tighter than the back door, because you see a lot of people come and go from the back door.
Okay.
Mostly notably 2 kids, both young girls, and this guy's wife.
Are they human, elf?
They're all humans.
Okay.
All humans. She's maybe in her late 30s, brown hair. She's rather pretty. Both of their kids are maybe 10.
Frill will make note, and for like 2 seconds, Frill looks in their bag for the firebomb, and then they're like, no, now's not the time. And then they go back home. I will report to Derek when I get back home. Alright, Derek, I scoped out Yorick's place. He's got 2 kids. They're little girls. They're like 10 years old. And he's got a really pretty wife. I think we could probably find a time of day where like she's taking them to school or something. Or maybe like to the grocery store. And then we can grappling hook up onto their second story balcony. And then we can look for those documents.
That sounds really good.
And
Yeah,
worst case
that-
scenario, if we are about to get caught,
I
firebomb,
can seduce the
dive
wife.
out the window.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah, that works too, that
that would
works
get
too.
rid of all of the documents, at least, right?
Well, if it's a deed, that might not help Mrs. Mist then. Like if we destroy the deed.
You're not wrong. All right, so
That
maybe
would
no
probably put her in
fireball.
Yeah. I've been writing a song about your firebomb, though.
Maybe don't tell people that I have that.
Well, it's not yours. It's about firebombs in general.
Oh, okay. Is it like firebomb, bum 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 bum
Yeah,
bum
exactly.
bum bum bum
Yeah,
bum?
exactly.
Okay. That could
Don't
be
do
a real.
more, else we'll get a copyright strike.
You know, I think they call those bops.
Yeah. But yeah, that works really well. That's a really good plan. Have you seen the York's wife taking him to school yet, or is this just a assumption?
Well, it was a little late for school, I think. I
Maybe
just
we should
finished
do
up
a
at the
little more
station.
scope and make sure that the girls go to school and not like a homeschool situation.
Yeah, I mean, we just would literally wait until they left. They tend to leave through the back door. It seems like the front door is kind of more for
Could it be
serious
booby trapped?
occasions.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think you'd put a booby trap on your front door if you had two kids that were like 10.
you don't know. He
Seems,
doesn't seem like a very nice guy.
it just seems like a really easy way to lose a kid, you know?
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, maybe let's do a little scoping right before that festival.
Oh,
Like,
they'll definitely be distracted at the festival. That's a great idea.
yeah, the festival. I wanted to go to the festival though.
You can go. I'll sneak around. I don't need to
No,
go to
no,
that.
I'll come with you. I'll come with
Every
you.
day of my life's kind of like a carnival anyway.
That's funny. The titty of yeah, maybe I'll go to the festival and keep an eye on York there. And if he starts returning home, I'll dash over and warn you.
Sure. I mean, your legs are a lot littler than his, but maybe.
I'm a speedy devil though. Derek's not a speedy devil.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea. We'll plan for that then.
That sounds good to me.
All right. Thus
All right.
ends everything Frill needed to do in the time skip.
Alrighty, you guys want to take a quick 5? We are halfway through our session, so if any of you want to go to the bathroom or stuff.
Guys, I'm dying.
Perfect timing.
Oh, buddy.
Hey.
Andy, that fucking line in the chat sent me. I saw it as I was in the middle of speaking. I was just like, God damn it.
Oh, I've taken several 5-minute breaks because I just have to keep running to the bathroom to go blow my nose.
I recommend as long as you can take it, very hot shower with lots of steam, but it doesn't work
Yeah.
for everybody, but it usually works for me when I'm stuffed up.
I really wanted to take a shower earlier, but I literally just laid in bed all day until it was time for this.
I don't blame you.
But
Out here
yeah,
feeling like, have you seen that? Hang on. The video of the little girl with hay fever?
No, I don't
Oh,
think I
God.
have.
Hang on. I'm going to put it in memes. This poor fucking kid. Let me
Oh,
see.
Andy
bye,
just has
Cole.
the most obscure references.
I just think it's funny that she chose to make her character the animal companion this time, you know? Instead of like a character with an animal companion, she's just the animal companion.
I don't think that was the intention. Was it?
The moment Pyrrha became blind, she was like, guess I'm a seeing eye dog then. Like, it was so fast. Like frame 2, maybe.
Air Pals is still my greatest accomplishment in this campaign. Nothing will beat that.
As long as it's not snow buddies.
It's nobody's now.
To be fair,
With
he
winter.
would have seeing eye dog for anybody, not just the tail gang. Somebody keeps trying to sell him like he's a freaking actual pet, so
Who would do that?
Who
Right.
would do that? Who indeed?
Kanan just gets a vibe. He's gonna start side-eyeing Derek all the time, like
Okay, return.
I do relate to this girl just a little bit, except I could not forget that I am sick.
Just the way she understands sarcasm, like, oh, I forgot about it. Yeah, I forgot about it.
Too much coughing.
I just
No, I'm gonna leave my mic unmuted one of these times. I'll finish talking as Frill, and then I just take the biggest like afterwards because all of the air in my lungs is just non-existent. I even had to hit my inhaler once during this session.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Is it hay fever or cold?
I have no idea. Yesterday while I was at work, my throat started feeling scratchy, and then this morning I woke up and felt like absolute dog shit.
everybody I know is getting sick right now. Like,
Yep.
honestly.
I assume it was some sickly person who came into my work, played
One of
the room,
worst
and then I
parts.
reset all the things, and the
Mhm.
one time I forgot to grab hand sanitizer when I was done with that.
Do you get sick often from work?
No, I'm usually really good about like when I reset the room, I wipe things down and I use hand sanitizer when I'm done. I also use hand sanitizer before I take anyone's phone to like take pictures and stuff.
Smart.
Should probably use it after though. But oh well.
Okay.
Phones are gross. Everybody uses their phone when they're on the toilet, and I just think that phones are so gross.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think about that a lot. Like, the dirtiest things that you deal with on a daily basis, not so much daily anymore, would be cash and your phone.
Yeah.
Also at the gym as well, touching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wipe everything down before and after I use it.
Smart.
Also, a lot of people use gloves in the gym.
Yeah, but then you don't get calluses, so then your hands just hurt forever.
The give and the take.
You gotta go for like
with
at
calluses.
least you gotta go for like at least a year to get your calluses, and then you can put gloves on. Is everybody back?
Is everyone back?
Is Ren back? I haven't heard them in a while, so they might not be.
Run!
Talking a minute ago.
Excuse me, I'm here.
Tracer's back.
Yes, he is. Can you fucking cool it, dude?
I'm sitting here crocheting. Sorry, I'm so quiet.
Ooh, what you making?
No, it's okay.
A hat.
Hell
A
yeah.
hat with ears. A hat with ears.
Adorable.
Dog ears?
Can you calm yourself?
No, these are like cat ears, actually. Like just like little boops.
Oh,
You know. Green, of course.
of course.
Of course.
It's too hot to think about that. I'm sorry.
Man, it's crazy. The one in California is like, man, I'm comfortable.
And it's
I
bad
live in
at
Arizona,
work.
yeah, I'm kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's always hot there. You don't even get to experience anything but hot.
Yeah.
It's true. It's more normalized, desensitized to it.
It's a humid hot here, though. It's so bad.
Humid. Oh my god. I remember the first time I experienced real humidity in Richmond, like Virginia, a couple
Ugh,
years ago.
ugh.
Oh, it was horrible.
take-
Like getting
Alright,
I would
calm
take
down.
Arizona's 110 over a humid 85 any day.
honestly
It is-
same.
It
It's
is
been humid
9.
96 here.
It is
It's been worse over
9:20
here.
p.m. The real feel is 102 with
Yeah.
70% humidity.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's-
Days, you want to
it's
know
so
what my
bad.
dumbass is doing?
What?
Going over there at the end of next month to walk around an
Yo.
amusement park.
Oh God. Good
What
luck.
amusement park in
But hey,
Arizona?
I'm bringing battery operated fans, even though I don't think that will help.
we're gonna go to the water park too, right?
I want to go to the water park.
You want to
Oh,
come
come
to
on.
Maryland next month?
Come on.
Yes.
I'm taking the
go.
train because I can't fly legally right now.
Neither can I. We can drive or something.
I cannot drive my car, so unless we want to stop
you don't have
every
any-
3 hours and charge it for 3 more hours.
I will be there at a water park, but I will not be partaking in water park activities.
Sag.
Very sad. I want to go to a water park.
We'll talk about it.
I'm gonna try and convince Tim to go to the beach.
We got all the plans already set in motion.
Okay, well, we will talk about it. Because we are not talking, including me, are not talking about it. Anyway, are we all ready to continue?
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Alright. Then we can consider our 10 days a dunzo.
Now there's only 1 day left. That's so fucking funny.
That was a good one.
We dazed an enemy in one of Cole's games, and he kept saying days over and over again, and I was like, dude, he's not here.
I'm about to be dazed.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just confused.
free of charge.
Ah.
Alright, so we will come back on another lovely morning. Bastien, you've been hammering away at your armor. Your project is finished. Your tower is finished. Kanan, you and Pyrrha, you finished your craft project and presented it to Frill.
Mm-hmm.
Draco, I assume you and Pyrrha have been, baking up a storm in your free time. And as we
Here's
discussed,
also starting, after hearing about the winter festival, she's going to be cooking, cleaning up her mess, and then cooking in her lab.
And Kanan would be, if allowed, okay, looking for ingredients that grow in the wintertime in the woods to help. Because he's done that in the past.
but yeah, there is a bread baking competition.
Ooh.
Okay. Then I will.
Which means, craziness. People are, making, artwork bread. You know what I mean?
Oh gosh. Okay. There will be designated time to teach my dear student the bread making ways.
Mm-hmm.
There's also I put it in chat a while ago. Pyrrha did the day that they had Stone Day. I think she ran and got 3 silver worth of beeswax, olive oil, rosemary, and mint.
Mm-hmm.
She's been working on a project with that now that she can see. She didn't do it before.
Yeah.
And that will require her to bother Bastien at some point.
It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. No, it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday evening.
A Tuesday?
Tuesday in it.
It's a
Tuesday, isn't it?
Okay.
Y'all are awful.
Then Tuesday morning, she'll be cooking then. She'll be cooking breakfast. Figure it out. When I get to the kitchen.
That tower is really something, Bastien, says Ludwig one morning.
I gave it my all.
Delightful, delightful.
You should talk about it at the next Stone Day.
Oh, I'm excited for it. I'm actually going to try to see if I can get an artist depiction of this tower versus the others. Something to show. This is what can be done with stone carver's work.
Versatility.
And, if there is anything else that ever, needs to be fixed up, do give Stefan the call if you need any help with a big project again. I've sort of told him to, give you a discount if you ever need anything.
Oh god.
Beep beep beep.
Sorry.
It really wasn't loud.
Okay. I wasn't at my computer, so I couldn't tell if it was triggering it.
It's funny that I just assumed that was the New York folks. So I didn't look.
Yeah, Tracer, I
Hey,
know.
I'm in
Get
a
'em.
quiet place right now, and I was also muted.
Hello. Tracer was out there so fast. Like, what the hell's going on out here? Yeah, they turned it off because of you, buddy. So is anyone planning to do things in the festival?
I'm skipping the festival.
Really? That seems like it would be like your thing, like performing and telling the jokes.
Yeah, every day in my life is carnival enough, honestly. But I got a secret plan, and I think everybody will be busy, so it seems like a good time.
Secrets.
I mean, you guys know about it. We're like tracking this Yorick guy, the Guard Captain
Oh,
of the East.
yeah. I mean, that's probably true. I bet nobody will be home.
Yeah, he'll be gone. His wife and kids will be gone because they'll all be busy. So
You're doing what now?
nothing. I didn't realize you were in this room, Ludwig.
He's just there, just like eating a tart.
Doing normal legal things, right?
I'm doing a quest for Miss Mist and Mrs. Mist.
And Miss Smith.
You guys should really get on. You should really start, like, get those runes put in the basement for when Merton comes around.
How do we do that?
Oh,
Do
I
the
did
rest
that.
of us?
I
Do the
did
rest
that
of us know
already.
about that? Did we?
Not successfully. You wrote them in common.
I know. But Frill doesn't.
Well, what does that mean? Is it like?
Yeah, I wrote Fear of the Pira.
Does that mean Pyrrha owns this house?
I don't know. I just
What?
figured that they might be scared of Pira now, because I wrote it there.
Am I scary? Looks at Kanan.
No. No.
Nobody want to cross the goat.
I don't think it was illegal biting, because it wasn't an Elvish, but it was okay. It works. Put her dominance down, put her foot down.
Does that mean we need to do more?
Bastien, you're a competent stone carver. Do you think you could carve some runes?
Probably. It's no more different than scoring or scaling some stonework, sure.
Well, then we can get this done in a few days. Or you get this done in the next few days, and I'll contact Merton, and I'll have him come and, make sure everything's intact and appraise the building, and then we'll all sign our paperwork.
Are we like defacing a property, or surely we're not doing any magic of any kind with these runes?
Well, sometimes there is innate magic within the home, in a protective sense.
We also have to keep an eye out for the red caps, because if we go down there, we are breaking the treaty.
Haven't we already broken the treaty, though?
Not on purpose. So it doesn't count, right?
I don't know.
Look, if they don't know, then they don't know.
Look, everybody knows that if you don't know about a lie, you don't have to follow it. So it's, you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You could call... Well, you could get the priestess to come over again and bless your weapons before you go down.
Probably just go to her for that. She doesn't have to come over.
Yeah.
Can
Does
you
that
do that, Leywin?
Yeah, can I bring everybody's weapons with me? And then just like haul them through the town?
Yeah, you can.
Perfect. I'll do that on my way. Oh, shit. I'll do that on my way to work, and I'll bring them back home after I get off work.
Wait, what are we doing this for? We're not gonna hurt them, are we?
I was going to say, I did not think that Frill the Negotiator would want us to, start murdering horrible
I mean,
monster creatures.
It's just in case, and also just in case there's a ghost.
That is true. I tried to kill the ghost before it hurt Pyrrha, and I failed.
Who is
So-
this just in case guy?
I don't know, is that another ghost?
I don't know, you guys just keep saying just in case, and I don't know who that is.
Like, just in case of emergency.
Oh, I did not get it. I'm sorry.
So Case is his middle name?
Emergency's last name?
I see.
Kanan's just nodding like he understands.
Oh my god, your mom is stacked. She makes magical weapons last 12 hours.
Oh.
Because it's equal to your willpower bonus.
Wild.
And she has a 70 willpower.
Holy shit.
Damn, I could only do that for 3 hours.
Well, who else is anyone else planning to do anything in the festival?
I'm gonna sell so many potions. You see her put her hands together like so fucking excited for money.
I'm going to find you a lot of ingredients today. Just wait and see.
Gonna have to go and buy some.
Oh, am I still imperiled?
No, that would go away when you sleep. Yeah, you guys can also get rid of any disorders or anything you have.
For the ones you already have.
What about mental?
Yeah, wolf boy. Get rid of that.
I'm just gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep my injuries on there, but I'm just gonna make sure it's not active, just because I just want to know how many injuries I have for the rest of my life.
Okay.
You'd be like, my shoulder's acting up. Oh, my spine from that time I broke it.
Fair enough. I mean, that's a fun way to do it. Well, you all know what you can do, what you might want to do. What are you guys up to today?
Kanan's going out to the woods.
Kira's gotta go see if she can buy some seed pods of opium. But she is going to look across the table and point at Bastian. At some point, I'm gonna twist your locks for you. And she pulls from her side. She made some beeswax, and oil for your hair.
Oh, I do need them to be redone.
Gotta look your best for the tournament.
Yes, I should polish up the armor. Make it look shiny and new, I think.
Heard all that noise. I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure it looks really good.
Doing my best work. And thank you for breakfast all these days. It's more than I've had for a long time as a wandering knight and builder.
Do we have the idea that you're leaving us? Like,
I mean, he talked
when-
about it openly. in front
Okay.
of, like, I believe it was at dinner when we had
Okay.
the discussion with Ludwig.
So then she's just gonna fold her arms and be like, well, if you stay, you'll have breakfast for the rest of your life. And dinner. And lunch. Eh?
Hard for a builder to learn new skills and a knight to find a banner to fight under when he remains stagnant.
Well, technically, you, Oh, sorry. Ludwig
Sorry,
says,
she just
well,
said
technically,
anything.
you own 4 acres that way. And he points towards the woods. So you could, cut down those trees and build whatever you want back there. Your own personal castle if you want. Build something. I'm not financing that, though. That's all you. You're gonna need a hell of a lot more than 200 gold to finance a castle, but...
You could make your own buttresses.
Oh.
True.
Use this place, start planning one.
I wish I saw such a grand design for my own life. I think finding a knighthood, or stumbling upon one as I did, I'm all right taking up someone else's cause, so long as it's something I can believe in, and living my life out that way.
But it seems like you've got some good friends here who need protecting.
Especially me. I'm soft. I'm weak.
Kanan is wagging his tail.
Both, like, nodding at each other, like, yes. Yes, quite good, yes.
It has been nice to sleep in a bed. You know why they call us hedge knights, right?
No.
You guys
Because you're good at
hedgehogs?
hedging your bets.
It's because you sleep in the bushes.
He points over to Frill. Exactly that. Hedge knights with no lands, no place to be, often have to sleep under the hedges to keep warm. Had to do that my fair share of times. Sometimes you travel, you do some work for a place to sleep. Here, I've constructed a tower. Took some time, took longer than I thought, but I did the work. Hopefully that matters, people will see it, and I will either live my days as my namesake, a stone carver, or find purpose as a knight.
Guess you could call me like a hedge jester. I know that feeling all too well.
Bastian's like turning his head this way and that and kind of nodding. Not inaccurate.
A Hester. I don't know
Why
if I
not
like that.
stop into the Stonemasons Guild? See if they have any work needing done. If they ask you for any work resume, I'm sure your friends would be happy to let them wander around here and take a look at your work.
If nothing else, it might be worth it to do that. Learn a few more skills, a few more designs, strategies, practices for carving stone.
I mean, at least for like the winter, right?
Oh, and I hear there's this new pop-in event or something at the local stone carver.
Mhm.
New.
No, it's not. It's you just never probably heard of it though, because you're not like into like
For a
stone
long,
things.
long time, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
long tradition.
Didn't
Ludwig
Ludwig
just kinda,
literally...
like, frowns his brow.
Didn't you literally admit to not being here in like 30-something years?
Hmm?
That is true.
Oh, I thought there was something else besides Stone Day. I was getting excited.
Stone
His
Day
face is
too.
like completely nonplussed, and he's saying he's getting excited.
There's
there's
this festival thing you guys
yeah.
are gonna go to.
Well, I believe
you
there's
need any-
an ice carving competition as well. Winter ice carving.
You have already carved wood. You could certainly carve ice.
Ice would actually be closer to carving stone.
Can we change your name to Sebastian Ice Carver?
Me, I'll be looking forward to the figure skating.
Don't imagine.
What?
That's
It's a
called-
Yeah, he
beautiful
would.
sport.
Yeah, he fucking would.
It's a beautiful sport full of beautiful people.
And beautiful outfits.
I actually do think that figure skating is a fantastic sport. It's the
I
accuracy
know.
of it. The tradition
The
is
tight
that
turns,
you
the tight
would-
bodies.
And your
you-
dance.
Oh my.
You have to carve that figure 8 perfectly, and you're graded on the actual precision of your angle to actually getting perfect spheres. It's technique,
Yes,
it's
yes,
control,
yes, yes.
it's fantastic.
All right. So which side of the blade do you jump off to do an axle then? Since you guys are such experts.
Forward.
No. It's left or right.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes. It's left or right.
You don't jump off the front of the skate. That's like the breaky part.
I like it because it's like dancing with a knife on your feet.
Well, they have that too. It's called ice dancing.
Is that not? Oh no.
No, they're different.
Oh no. I've been misguided on my winter
One-
sports
You
for
can-
far
you
too
can
long.
you can see Bastien like in the chair, just making like weird faces, but he's got his hands out a little bit and he's motioning like he's figure skating, like legs under the table. Probably, if you have to turn, depends on which foot, but the outside of your foot.
Out of curiosity, when was
blade
the last
is-
winter?
Left or right?
Curiosity, you said the last winter was about 3 years ago.
Okay, so it's not unheard of for winter sports.
Or no, I'm sorry. Actually, the last winter I think we said was almost a decade ago.
Oh, so this is super unprecedented. Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's happening? Yeah.
I should know my own story. Yeah, the last winter was about 9 years ago, almost a decade.
So
So
it's been a
all,
while
all of
since
you have
skated.
experienced winter before, but it's been a while since you've experienced winter. You have had a good long summer. That's the point, at least.
I think Kanan has experienced the most winters. Not that any of you know that.
Does that mean you're the oldest?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. It was just summer for like 25 years, right? If I remember the lore.
9.
9. Okay. Not my first
9.
winter. then.
Yeah.
For anyone out there who's curious, it's the outer of your left foot for an axle, by the way.
What if
I'm
you're
so
right?
curious
No,
how
it's
you know
specific
that.
to left foot.
Yeah, axles are always with the left foot.
Huh? Is it something else if you do it with the other foot, or do you just never do
It's
it with
been
the
a
other
long
foot?
time since I figure skated, guys. I think it's a sow cow, but I could be wrong.
Anyway, are you guys excited to do winter role play in the middle of summer?
Yeah.
While it's 200 degrees outside?
Makes us think cool thoughts.
Oh, I was wrong. Sow cow is backward inside edge to outside edge of the other. Anyways, that's enough figure skating talk. You guys go have fun at the festival.
Hey, do we have like snowshoes? If it's going to be a while, we should probably get some of those. I mean, I don't know if I need them, but the rest of you that have like feet, like people feet.
Wait, Kanan, you don't have people feet?
Have you never seen my feet? Or
So, haven't had a reason to look at your feet, man. Excuse me.
he said, well, normally I don't do this for free, but I'm just kidding. Oh no!
Wait,
He lifts up his feet, which have been in plain view of anyone for however long it has been, and wiggles his dog foot paw. You know?
What?
They're pretty good for like the snow, so. But you've got like, and he motions like for like a general foot shape. Like that's, you know, You guys just like sink, you know?
The most serious question I have for you right now. Would you wear dog booties? Just out of curiosity. Hot or extremely cold? I have to know.
I'm just picturing, that when the dogs get them put on and they step,
That's what I'm asking.
like, I desperately need there to be a scenario where Pyrrha gives booties to Kanan, just because
I'm
you brought it up.
already
And he
scheming.
comes down like that. Like, I don't know about this.
Already fucking scheming. Thank you. I just needed that answered. Thank you.
Oh no. I'll bet there's some like snowshoes in this place somewhere.
There's probably a pair of snowshoes around.
Exactly that. Oh no. He's not beating the dog allegations.
You're giving me so many awful ideas.
No.
Putting Kanan in outfits and stuff, like
Excuse me. He is still a person with opinions. He could be like, I don't want to dress up like Santa Claus or fucking whatever. How about you put it on? You will not put him in a cone. I'm just blanket statement saying that right now.
I disagree. Actually, if there is an injury that warrants it, we will indeed put a cone on you.
Swear to God.
Look, I own 3 dogs. I know how this goes. They make it look like they don't need it, but they need it.
Just Pyrrha staying up, and because her bedroom's right there, and she hears the licking.
Oh my god.
you're awful.
Horrible.
Oh god.
We're getting your choice to
Well.
play dog person yet?
Yes, I am.
Lywind, it seems like, has gone off with a bunch of swords to get them blessed for the day, to bring them back later.
Could I have given them a handful of arrows, maybe? Because I assume it would be arrows, not the bow.
Yeah, I'll say you can get up to 3 arrows blessed.
Okay. He will do that.
Anyone else up to anything today? Or are we, is today the day we're headed down into the basement as a group to carve our runes?
Could Pyrrha also go into town? She needs to get some ingredients.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably go with Lywind when I see him walking off.
So we would be waiting. Oh, carving the. Do we want to have weapons that could hurt them when we carve the runes, just in case?
That was the thought, was that Lywind was going to get weapons that could hurt them.
Okay. I mean, that's, is that what we're doing?
I believe
Yeah.
that was what was happening.
Then.
Trinket,
Yeah.
did you give me my silver pesos?
Your what?
My silver pesos? My bronze pesos?
Silver for what?
Brass pennies.
My brass pennies for working.
Oh, for working? No, so you worked how many days? Like 8 days?
Yes.
So you would have gained 16 silver.
Brass panties.
Silver. You get paid in silver. Yeah, you get paid that much a week. Yeah, Lywind has no shortage of money.
Hypothetical question: how hard is it to rob Lywind?
That is a skullduggery check.
That was a joke.
Much as Kane is not beating the dog allegations, Derek is not beating the actual villain of the campaign allegations. So.
He's just a goofy little guy.
Just a goofy little guy.
Just a silly guy. He's just silly Billy.
He's evil Samwise Gamgee, and we just don't see him frantically shaving off his goatee that signifies that he is the evil version of Samwise Gamgee every single morning.
Is this like a fucking 60s movie where I have to have a goatee if I'm evil?
No, it's a Star Trek reference.
I mean, it's got to be either a goatee or bald. One of the two.
Yeah.
If you do both, though, you're actually a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
You
for the
think he
Star
was a
Trek
Jafar
reference.
reference?
It was what was it in Star Trek? It was like an alternate, like a mirror dimension or something, where they were evil.
Trekkie
Ren's
time.
my Trekkie fan, so.
Trekkie time.
Where is Bastien headed?
Oh, I was just curious to see what was on the other side of the wall since I hadn't seen it.
You got a whole garden out here. Or what was a garden. It's now very overrun and covered in snow, but various like statues and things cut their way out of the snow here.
What garden?
You can see there's a loose path that cuts its way through. Now that would be a whole summer restoration project.
Mm-hmm.
I think in general, he's just wandering because he did the stonework. He's got his armor repaired, and now he's got to see if there's actually more work to be done that actually requires his area of expertise.
I mean, there's little things, cracked tiles and cracked pavement here and there, walls that have seen better days, places where the ceiling is hanging.
The statues might need some work when they're not covered in snow.
Mm-hmm. And all the walls need cleaning and new mortar. You could remortar this entire castle, you know? Or
Gotta do a whole bunch of
replaster, I mean.
Filler, because to do it properly, you'd have to tear down sections and do it piece at a time,
Yeah.
but no, he's just going to fill in. Well, like a home inspector will be like, well, you really should actually, decide over the course of the next few years if you want to tear down one section of the structure. You'll have to build a temporary wall, tear down that section, rebuild it to remortar it properly, reduce wind and other noise, and perhaps refortify, etc., etc.
Oh.
This room's been recently cleaned out. Actually, Bastien, as you walk through this weird purple door, why don't you make me a scrutinize check?
Haha!
There's some, like, strange writing around the door. It's elven. This is a weird door.
Fucky door.
Strange door. Odd choice of color. But yeah, this is a very big tower. You haven't been up this one yet. This is Lywin's room.
Just open the door, not go in. Close the door.
It's that elf room.
In here is a large, like, planetarium. Bastien probably went to school at one point, right?
Perhaps for a short while as a kid, yeah.
Yeah, then he probably would have been at least taught about how, there's planets. This is like a large diagram of the planets. There's huge, like, a metal contraption that can be used to pinpoint exactly what day it is and where the planets are. Very science-y.
It's too big for my brain.
Why is the
So,
Earth
all
depicted
the
as a
confusing-
sphere?
The rest of you can do things. I'm just wandering to see the map.
I know.
I am also wondering.
I'm loving your first reaction, though. This is Pyrrha's alchemy lab. Everything around this is alchemical. There's ingredients and small tinctures and a dead spider in a jar.
Oh yeah.
Also too big for my brain.
But yeah, some of the stuff up here does give you an innately magical vibe, Bastien.
Just the look that no one else can see, but it's the look.
Like this big potion machine. You take one look at this big potion machine and you think like, yep, I'd get hanged for owning that.
Yeah. It's like, no, I'm not gonna say.
Yeah,
anything.
they'd kill me for that, for sure. Yeah, well. It's a good thing that's in this part of the castle, and you don't go to this part of the castle very often, do
I don't
you?
come here often, and that's for the better, so that I don't get in trouble with the law. What the king has chosen is the law and is good.
Not around here. This just in. The Storm King has sent missiles.
My God.
Cannot.
Do you know how many conversations we've had about nuclear war in New York City this past week?
Anyway. Trip to town with
Anyway.
Pyrrha. Is it just Pyrrha going to town, or is anyone going with her?
I say Pyrrha's okay to just go by herself. Get out of the house. She has cabin fever. She needs to get out.
Oh yeah, you've been in for a while, and you know, as you kind of finally step out on this day and see the sun, it's very bright. You probably even want to still wear, like, I don't know if sunglasses are really a thing, but something to kind of shield your eyes from the sun, because they feel very, like, you are almost blinded by the brightness of the snow today.
Oh God. That real heavy squint. She's walking out like, oh God. It's so bright. Fuck.
Do any of you shovel your driveway?
No.
Then it's tough to get into town. You're traipsing through 2 feet of snow still.
Okay. Fine. It's needed.
But there's kind of a rut that people have been coming and going in. You know, that's just been formed naturally by the dozen or so people who have come and gone.
She's purposely stepping in those spots specifically.
Pyrrha, as you're leaving, actually, we'll do something fun. As you're leaving, some neighborhood children come up and ask if they can shovel your driveway for you.
Oh, how much would you want for that?
We'll do it for a silver, Mum.
Aren't you just little darlings?
Me and the
And she
boys
just-
here. It's like 3 or 4 little, you know,
Is it
elven boys.
A silver apiece? Or
If you want to pay them a silver apiece, you can.
it's 4 of them?
It's 3 of them.
3 of them? Okay. She would give each one a silver.
Hi, Mom.
Thank
We'll
you
do it
for
real
your
good
help.
for you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
She turns her back. Scammed. They ditch.
Them kids
Don't
are
beat her up.
fucking gone.
Or Kanan just chases them off because they're in his yard. The fuck, you know?
Never beating the allegations.
The joke
beating
is
it.
right there. I can't not do it.
Alrighty, Pyrrha headed into town to the market.
Yeah.
To find some seed pods of opium. Let's see,
Yes.
how much is opium again?
It says opium by the sea pods, 1 gold.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Why don't you roll me some sort of like a haggle roll? It would be
Bargain.
bargain. My dumbass forgets the conversion every time. It's 12 silver shillings in a gold. So, yeah. Or is it 12 brass pennies in a silver? Oh my god, money.
You're the god here.
Oh my god, money.
Monies. Oh, monies. Did I mistakenly shoved Pyrrha into the bushes? Oh my goodness. She's gone. She's gone forever.
It looks like it's 12 brass pennies for 1 silver.
And then 20 silver and a gold.
Yeah, 20 silver.
Yeah. Okay, we'll say that with your successful haggle, you can get this seed pot of opium for 17 silver instead of a gold. I knocked down the price a little bit for you.
Oh, I appreciate it. She's going to. Can she buy 3?
Sure. On your good haggle, you might as well cash in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you want to buy anything else while you're in town?
Yes. Sorry, I pulled up.
It's probably time for you guys to pay up some money to fill up your cupboards and things again.
Mm-hmm.
We have.
I'll take care of that. Well,
have,
as much as I can.
Ren, don't forget that we have party funds. Actually, we have a couple gold in party funds.
Oh. Got it.
I don't know.
I'll say that to prepare for the next. Let's see. Would I want to make you do it by week or by month? How long would the food last? I mean, you probably sign up for like a milk delivery. And then like other stuff like that you probably buy. But to feed all 7 of you, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a full month, I'm going to say it costs 25 gold. Because y'all eat a lot. Y'all be eating. Actually, alright. Well, let's say 20. 25 sounds like a lot.
We might need a ration.
Let's say 20.
So a gold a week?
Yeah. 20 makes sense. Yeah, about a gold a week.
Okay, how much gold? How much gold do we have in the party funds?
I mean, because you guys eat good, you know? Like, you eat meats and vegetables, and you eat cakes and pastries, and drink wine and tea. Like, you're living a lavish life. This is what I'm, trying to do a little math on. Which is fine, you live in a castle.
And we don't have to do all the purchasing right now.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna say establish going forward, because I haven't made you pay for anything yet. I've just kind of said that, like, it's gotten covered and then there's stuff lingering around at the house. But after this point, it's gonna be about 20 gold a month just for food. That's you can consider that your like rent, basically. And then we'll talk about taxes once you actually start paying your taxes.
Death and taxes, baby.
Because you will have to pay taxes.
I didn't sign up for this.
Yes, you did. You'll
Yes,
literally,
did.
you
We decided
will
we came up to a
literally be
Voldemort.
signing up for it when you sign the piece of paper, which is why Bastien probably doesn't want to do it.
I'm also gonna move out with Bastion. I'm just kidding.
Okay, I took a note of that. I also wanted to get some, at least 2 bottles of rot gut. It's 4 silver shillings.
Sure, go right ahead. Do you want me to put it on your thing?
Yes, please.
See, if you have a knighthood or you're under somebody, they take care of that shit because they're just paying. They're covering your room and board,
There you
food,
go.
and
I
all
put
of
a
that.
rocket on there. You can change it to 2. There you go. Put 2.
How much is it to hire you?
Depends if you're hiring him or having him agree to an oath.
Man,
Yeah,
I
I
should,
feel
I should
like-
figure out how to
contract.
turn off encumbrance.
Be right back. Gotta make a good plea to
Because a knight isn't a mercenary.
protect
Yes.
the rest of life.
4 silver shillings.
They might do some mercenary work before they find a place, but knights are like paladins, you know?
Yes. We agree to serve under someone, and usually, yes, that is for life. That's your service for life, and they take care of you in return for that service.
Would you serve under King Grumblethorn?
Who else? Who's around the castle today? With the day that Pyrrha goes into town, and so does Zweihander. Is everyone else still around?
That's the day Kanan goes into the woods.
I guess
There are
Frill's
some
around.
kids shoveling your driveway, and one of them is ice skating in your frozen fountain. While the other 2 work.
His ears fold a little bit, and he's eyeing him a little bit, but he's got stuff to do.
Let's fucking go, Kanan.
They don't hear a growl or anything, but they hear like they know they're getting looked at, and it's like without doing the "I'm watching you" 2 fingers to the eyes, then back at them thing. It's just the expression of "I'm watching you" as he goes into the woods. Everything better be where it's supposed to be when I get back.
Yeah, this is such a big driveway. You idiots are gonna be here all day while I ice skate. This kid says to his other little his little goon.
Hey,
At
what
this
foot
time,
do you use? Sorry.
A loud from the balcony, a loud gunshot fires.
Oh my god.
Not towards the kids, but
Yeah.
You see immediately all these kids like they start to like freak out. And yeah, they probably actually run off with a half shoveled driveway.
Kanan is like, yeah, that's right. Get out of here.
Damn it, you guys.
Get out of here, you fucking kids.
I feel like this is a Christmas story thing.
Kira's gonna come back and be like, so who's finishing this?
Frill's shooting in the backyard, so it's just loud.
You'll shoot.
Oh my god.
You can see eventually the kids start shoveling again. But it's just
Kanan's gone by then. Oh my god. Listen, Pyrrha got her money's worth, probably not actually, but
Alright, what is Kanan doing in the woods?
so he would have asked Pyrrha what she was looking for, and he's looked for supplies for her before. And there are things that grow in the wintertime, so he's mainly looking for herbs and ingredients that he could find in that area. And he'll be gone all day if he has to, but he'll be back before dark. So there's like, what's something that would grow in the wintertime? Like roots, maybe? Like mandrake root? I don't know if it's in the area.
You could try and find something, although it's pretty heavy snow cover. Maybe a winter berry or something.
I mean, yeah, he'd go out and look for anything that he felt
Why don't
might
you
be
make me
useful.
a what is it?
That'd
Wilderness survival?
Is that a thing?
No, it's called
Survival. There is survival.
survival. Yeah.
Okay. Success.
Roll me a d20.
Sorry to gunk up the chat. Taking notes and subtracting money.
15.
Yeah. You find something, Kanan, that actually, as you're sniffing around under the snow, it catches your nose and immediately makes you want to run away. Like
Oh,
it's
no.
it's putrid. It smells terrible to you.
Oh no. Listen, is it something that he's smelled before that he thinks Pierre's used? Because he will deal with it.
Yeah, make me a like nature check. Nature, not nature, folklore.
Folklore. I'm gonna use a fortune, just because I want to know. This is all he's doing, so I want him to be successful. Nope.
So close.
So close.
Yeah, you don't know, but yeah, it smells terrible to you.
He's gonna take it and he's gonna put it in the little basket he has, but he's gonna pack snow on top of it to try to not smell it as much because he knows that stinky often means there's something in there doing something. And he's the whole time he's walking back, he's just like, "This better be fucking worth it. If this is some stupid
Make me
weed
a
that doesn't do
resolve check.
anything." Oh no. Where do I do that? Where
Let's
is
go.
that? Oh no. Oh no.
As you pull up this mushy brown
Wow.
flour.
Nope. That's a crit fail.
Yeah, you pull this up, and immediately, as you pull it up, it makes you noxious, and you lose your lunch.
Oh no. That was a really good sandwich. Oh.
But once you kind of wrap it up and stick it in your bag, it stops making you feel so nauseous. But yeah, for a while after this makes you just feel terrible, nauseous.
Oh.
And I'm going to say that you are now imperiled.
Oh, butts. Okay. He comes back, soaking wet because of the snow, upset, and he just gives Pyrrha the basket when she gets back and just disappears. He doesn't even know what it is. He was just like, I hope this is good for you to use. Bye.
You should be able to trade again.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I actually had something.
And it was a wolf's vein.
I had a feeling. Okay. How do I...
Oh.
Let's see. How do I trade again?
Down in the bottom left-hand corner by where your little character dots are, there's a little trade icon.
Oh,
You laud them by the draught. What is that?
That's just one, like a vial, a draught.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, it's just an olden term.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's basically just a little vial.
Okay.
I thought that was draft.
That's
Listen, I looked
probably
at it a
actually
few
how
times.
it's said.
DRAUGHT?
Yeah,
Draft?
that's probably draft, yeah.
I'm gonna try and make some, so I won't buy it. But oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I don't even know if you fucking need Wolfsbane, so.
But yeah, it's sickening to you, Kanan.
He looks upset. I'm gonna say, which is
Get out.
another level.
We honor pups that are around here.
Yeah, we do.
Are you all right? Oh,
He's like pinching his nose. It smells really bad, but
yeah,
I
it's
found it.
insane. You're a wolf.
I'm not. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It smells really bad. I don't like it.
It's
I'm
not-
becoming Jester today.
I can hear it, yeah.
Yeah. Can you use it?
I appreciate it. I'm sorry it got your nose.
Does that mean that you can't even use it?
No, I can't. She's like, I can.
Okay. He looks horrified that he went through the stinkiest thing he's ever experienced.
Oh,
In a bad
Karen.
way. I'm going to go clean my entire body. I'll be back later.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Tail down, ears drooped.
And Pyrrha, I'll tell you that you don't even have to really do it. Like, you know exactly what this is. This is Wolf's Bane.
Yeah.
Which
I do have a quick question. Could I have gotten, I don't know how much it would have been, but 2 already killed chickens, like whole chickens?
Yeah. Those are, well, live, they're a silver each. So, probably say they're at least the same dead.
Okay. Just for dinner purposes. For specific dinner purposes. But yes.
Yeah.
Okay. She's got so much stuff. She's got so much stuff to weigh.
she needs her own goat.
Probably be less expensive dead. Huh. Anyway. Well, I think about the price of fantasy chickens. Kanan went into the woods. What is Draco up to today?
I'm not sure if Tuna's alive at the moment.
Sorry, I was trying to get myself unmuted.
Oh.
Just
Draco is probably fuck. The house is completely done, so God.
Did Draco want to do that baking competition?
Yes. And he
Bread.
will make an attempt despite probably failing immensely.
So just practicing with Pyrrha.
Yeah, probably asking for like tips, like, oh, what's that white? Salt. Oh, you know.
When she
Learn
does
all
come
the
back
basics.
from being in town, she is going to be in the kitchen preparing for dinner, so she would happily help and show.
Beautiful.
Is Draco going to enter the either the jousting tournament or the melee?
Yeah, probably the melee. Don't think he considers himself fancy enough for jousting.
Draco's not wearing any armor.
No, he is not.
Why does he not have armor?
So I had found armor in a crate, I don't know.
With the cursed crates.
I feel like he was
Yeah.
supposed to have armor.
Like as a sword cell?
Yeah, it's all sword. Yeah, he's supposed to have like leather.
Thought he did.
I thought he did too. Yeah, well, let's put that on there for you. There you go.
Thank you.
Now you have a significantly higher damage threshold.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, that looks. Did you have to recreate my sheet, or
I got you. Yeah, I got it back. I fixed it.
okay? So then, I don't know. Maybe I just dumb. But that is a much more beautiful. And then was there still that? I don't think Bastien ended up taking the mortuary sword, or did he take the special one?
I can give you. Yeah, you don't have your sword either. Here, here's your sword.
Thank you.
Boop. Yeah, you're so hard to hit. Actually, not that
Yeah.
crazy, but. But yeah, you could. Wait, why do you have so much? Oh, this is because you didn't level up your character. Okay, there's all your abilities, too. You're a silly Billy. You should look at your character sheet more.
I really should.
Okay,
Oh my God.
But yeah, if Draco wants to sign up for that, that'll be at the start of the, the tournament week.
Yeah.
But if he wants to train up for that,
ride on a horse.
yeah.
Yeah. He'll probably split his time with the baking.
Or you can rent a horse, but
Draco doesn't fuck with horses. He doesn't trust
most
them.
of the time you're supposed to have your own horse, yeah.
For melee fighting?
No, for a joust. Because the price of a horse is going to get more and more expensive the closer the joust gets.
Can he just do the melee, or does he have to do the jousting as well?
No, you can do either or. It's just Bastien was asking about having a horse.
Oh my God, I'm deaf. Thank you. Sorry.
Oh my God, are we gonna go get Bastien a horse?
Oh my god. We get to name a horse?
Right, can we? Right, hello?
I named the
Draco is
chickens.
staying so far away from this
We need to
horse.
RP this.
Or rent a horse.
How much would
If Draco's doing nothing else, I do want to perhaps try to rent a horse.
Let me take a look at my book real fast. So to buy a horse, depends on the type of horse. The cheapest horse, it looks like, is about 21 gold. That's for... Do any of you know anything about horses? Or any of you horse people in real life?
Oh.
Yeah.
The cheapest horse is called a dray.
A dray? Yeah. I don't know enough about horses to know
21
a lot of
gold
names.
coins.
How do you spell it?
Kiera.
D-R-A-Y. And then to train a horse, to war harden a horse, it costs 5 gold.
It's a draft horse.
That's a draft horse. You wouldn't be riding that into battle.
No.
So that's, you probably, what's a palfrey? Yeah, that's what you want for battle, a palfrey. which costs 90 gold to buy straight up.
Like an N.
90?
90 to purchase straight up.
So endgame.
How much to rent one?
Let's see here.
Bastian's got a barter idea here.
I mean, if you win, that'll be 100 gold, right?
I mean, true, but then I have a horse to take care of for the rest of its life.
Or yours.
Or mine.
Look, I'm just saying. In our first combat, someone almost died, so...
You're not wrong.
Technically, second combat.
Um, shoot, I don't know. I didn't establish this. So a travel by cart per day. Travel by cart per day is listed as 15 silver.
All right.
So I'm gonna say, so yeah, a cart would probably be like 2 to 4 horses. So a single horse with tackle and stuff, 5 silver a day, at least. Five silver a day sounds about right to me.
Okay.
More or less if you haggle.
Bastian, how far away is the tourney?
It is, I think, like 10 days.
So 5 silver a day. It is 20 silver to a gold. So it's, a gold is what, 4 days?
Yeah, gold would get you about 4 days of a horse.
I think Bastian's...
Again, if you want to roll a bargain roll, you can kind of bargain with the, the trainer about...
I think what we're going to try to do is say, I want to rent the horse for 8 days, which would normally be 2 gold. We'll get it down to a gold. I want to barter it down to a gold because I want to have, I will be taking care of the horse for 4 days myself, food, water, and adjusting to it for half the time. And then the other time I'll be actively using it for the rest of the tourney.
Yeah, for a war horse, I think that's probably reasonable. We'll go ahead and roll me a bargain roll.
We ain't good at that, but we're going to try.
We have faith. Never mind.
Do you want to use your fortune?
I already did earlier
Do you
on
want to
the
use
armor.
somebody else's
You
fortune?
can use mine. Go. Try.
That's a hard roll to make.
Try.
Listen, 42's not that bad. Look at that!
Okay.
Look at it. Look at it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. He'll do a golden. We'll do a golden 2 silver a week.
All right.
And that's no feed. Let's
I'll have to buy my own
how
feed.
much does horse feed cost by the day? It said that stable horse by the night with feed 8 brass pennies. So no stable will say 4 brass pennies a night for horse feed. It's nothing.
How many brass panties to a silver?
12. So a silver
Oh.
lasts your horse 3 days worth of feed. So, 2 silver a week, basically.
We'll do 4 silver just to make sure we have excess.
Cool. Now we're doing math. Now we're taking care of fantasy animals. What do you want your fantasy horse to look like, Days?
I think we're gonna
You
go.
can have your pick of the lot. The
We're gonna go
stableman
classic.
sells.
And be the underdog, the Dark Knight, the Black Horse.
Hell yeah. Hell yes.
For an extra
That gave
2
me such an
silver,
idea.
me daughter'll paint your reins for you. In any colors you like for the tournament.
If it's a job she enjoys doing,
We'll dye the reins for you.
Sure. Appreciate it.
What color then? What's your house colors there, knight?
He looks around and then remembers his shield. White and black.
Which one's the field then? The white or the black? It's a black on a white field. Or a white something on a black field.
It's a white hammer and stone on a black field.
Aye. Right, so then white to match the, We can have them done white.
I'm a little new and nervous to this, but will do.
Alrighty. Can purchase your horse to do some riding.
I've subtracted my monies already.
Alrighty, then I assume one day Bastien shows back up with a horse to stable in the stables.
There's a
Moving
horse.
myself to the stables.
Oh my god.
Oh, whatever extra money is necessary to get wintering for the horse. So it'd be like some horses do need like that extra thick layer on them when they're bedding in the winter for stables, because it does get really fucking cold. And whatever extra hay to make sure it is warm enough for the horse in here.
What a good horse father.
My map making asset pack has tons of horses, but they're all dead.
Oh.
Like there's none of them are alive. I have no live horse icons.
I have some in Dungeon Draft.
I have plenty in Dungeon Draft.
Does your horse like apples?
I don't see why not. I'd be careful not to give it too many apples. Sugar for horses can ruin their teeth, cause them lots of pain.
Oh no, he's sleeping.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
okay.
sleeping.
He's sleeping.
I'll save all the apples for myself then.
He had a
Besides, if you
long
really
day.
want-
He eat beef.
You really want to give him a treat, you give them peppermint. Trust me on that one.
I thought we were supposed to give them carrots.
I mean, sure, but what would you rather have, a peppermint or a carrot?
Neither.
Oh. I would actually rather have a carrot, but I'm not a horse.
Trinket, does the black stone that I got from the stone mason in town have a name?
Yeah, it was Ostamere black marble. It was mined locally. Or quarried.
then I can't tell if I want to name the horse after that or name it like Black Tourmaline or something like that.
Just Marble? But she's not marbled. That would be a really funny joke, though.
The horse name?
The horse name. I think, you know what? I think we will go just with Black Tourmaline.
I love Black Tourmaline.
If it didn't come with one.
It probably had a name, but you can change it to whatever.
Black Tourmaline. It's a very dark black stone.
Technically, you're only renting this horse, so...
Yeah, well,
I guess
if I win, I could buy it.
technically, I don't know. Yeah, sure. That's what her name is.
Like, she doesn't have a ridiculous racing style name. Like, this is Underwear's Last Chance or something like that. I don't know. Stupid horse names that they get.
Last night's donut diarrhea.
Oh my god.
Why do I feel like both of the names you
No,
said
I'd probably
kind of
just
mean
have
the same
something
thing?
stupid like Shadow.
This is midnight. I love Tourmaline.
Void.
Are we gonna be getting to the festival this session?
Oh, fuck no.
Okay.
Probably not.
I think I might hop off just a teeny bit early here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys want to, everyone sounds really sick, so if you guys want to end here, we totally can.
Yeah, sitting here has been rough.
Go stand in a hot, steamy shower or something.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use one of
Thanks
these
for coming anyway.
one of these shower steamer thingies that Ren got me.
Yes.
I
We
gotta
still
read the
accomplished a
instructions.
lot.
We did. We got lots of
No,
stuff.
I mean, if we want, we can go right into the festival next episode, but I assumed there was other stuff that you wanted to do before then.
My next big thing is during that, so that's why I was asking.
Understandable.
Alrighty, y'all. I love you all so much. Have a good night.
Feel
Have a good
better.
night.
Night, feel better.